Spencer, another narrow defeat, losing 1-0 to Chelmsford City tonight. They say you learn a lot more about your players after a defeat. What have you learned tonight?
Rinse and repeat the last 10 interviews, isn't it? Same result. Vastly better performance, but gets you no points. So I'm saying the same stuff. I'm sick of saying it. Sick of saying it. Sick of saying it in the dressing room, sick of saying it to you, sick of saying it to our fans. Close crap. I'm sick of it. I don't even want to say it. It's, you know, it was a vastly better performance. We didn't get what we deserved. But you saw a team that's lost 1 in 10. And they left 3 key players out that came on in the second half. And we didn't take our chances. And we've made 1 mistake and they've scored. It's really hard to take. You know, I think you see the difference between them at the moment. They're winners, and you can see us at the moment, we're losers. And I've said it in there, you know, in isolation today was a vastly better performance, and we deserved a minimum of a point, minimum. You know, we've actually got the better of a very soft penalty. From my, you know, I think it's a fantastic save, but we need to see it again. But you need to take it. We didn't, and we've huffed and puffed. We've had again absolute rack of long throws, not really looked like scoring. And as I said, there were a lot of pluses today. And in isolation, this game, you'd say that was extremely unlucky, very well played. You've come against a team that's now lost 1 in 11, and you know they're bringing on the 6'5" lads. But we've not done enough. And you have to look at players and go, it's rinse and repeat. My interviews rinse and repeat. The whole small margin rubbish. I'm sick of it. You know, people need to step up. I'm sick of saying it. I'm sick of saying it. You know, and as I said, I've sort of let go on in there about not just tonight, because I think tonight was a massive improvement against a very good side. Don't want to take too much away from Chelsea. They hung in there. I think they'll say they didn't play well. I think we caught them out with our shape. I think they tried a few lads after a long trip against Taunton, and you know, I think, you know, we deserved to be leading at half time. I thought the first 35 minutes we were by far the better side. Obviously we've had the penalty, but we haven't taken our chances. And you know, the keeper's made a great save from Ricky on a fabulous move, and I think they've had 1 header that's gone wide, but we haven't taken our chances, and we've made a mistake in the second half, and they've scored after us having the better of a tight game. But that's us at the moment. I said, sick of saying it.
And do you think the penalty save was the turning point? Obviously you said you can see the difference between the 2 teams.
Well, actually no, because even though when we missed the penalty, I still thought we were dominant for the next 5 or 10 minutes. Chelmsford had their first spell. I thought just before half time we got a bit sloppy. Look, it was a soft pen from where I'm. It's a soft pen. So, you know, we've actually got a decision. We still can't take the benefit of it, you know. So, you know, I keep harping on about referees. It's, you know, we actually got the benefit of that. We still didn't take it. So, you know, at the end of the day, we are falling short. We are falling short. You know, we're full of running. I thought the young lads, Ollie and John, that came in and started today, who did so well on Saturday when we brought them on at half time, I thought they both put in a really good shift. Hish is working out, but it is, you know, as I said, I don't want to even sit here talking about the same catchphrases. But here we are again, a 1-0 defeat. How many times have we said that? 1-0. We're relying on defending very, very well, and we've defended very well, but we've made a mistake, and we've got to sort it out the other end. You know, I've just worked out, I think we've had about 80 throws into the box this season. 80. We scored 1. 80. That's not good enough. That's a hunger problem. And so, yeah, very disappointed. I thought it was great we got Ricky back in, but now he's gone over on his knee, so we'll have to wait and see how bad that is. So, you know, it was, we set it up, we deliberately kept Omar back, and he came on, and the chance was there for him to win the game. He had a great chance on the edge of the box, and he skewed it 10 yards wide. So, you know, the plans all went very well, but we didn't take our chances. We make a mistake, and we get punished at the moment. That's what happens when things aren't going your way. So we've got to, you know, stand up again and go again. We've got a very difficult FA Cup tie on Saturday. They must be rubbing their hands with our form down there at Swindon. So it's hard not to feel sorry for ourselves. I'm right down, and I wish maybe 1 or 2 of our lads felt as down about it as I am. The amount of work that we go through preparing for the team, setting up, the game's set up for us. But that terrible two words, first one, second word margins, and first word small. We keep saying it, sick to death of saying it. We need to turn them into our favour.
And you threw Geordie straight into the starting lineup. Is that on a month's loan?
Yeah, so he's here for a month. And the reality is we are working really hard to bring in strikers. We obviously, Mitch is not with us, and Tony went back. Michael is suspended, so we're incredibly light in that area. And you know, I think we'll be close to another one or two coming in. And you know, Will Stinnett is only really for a month, and clearly he's not played an awful lot of football, so he got through, I think it was about 65, 70 minutes. He's a quick lad, he can play wider or through the middle. We need bodies at the moment. You know, we're playing a lot of football, we're not scoring goals, and so we have to take what we can get at the moment. I'm not saying it's a long-term solution, but we're working really hard on one or two others. We have the problem of the FA Cup, they won't let them play in the FA Cup, so we have to keep persevering. And you know, there's been other years and football teams with me and with other teams, you know, where you're getting hammered week in, week out. I mean, we're just nowhere near that. We're ridiculously close, and tonight probably closer than we've ever been before, except in the games we won. But it's not enough, you know. And I think you've seen the difference. They were winners tonight, stating the obvious, and we were losers. And we've got to stop feeling sorry for ourselves and make sure that we are the winners in the next game.
And what are the plans for Swindon in the FA Cup on Saturday?
Well, they're unbeaten at home. I think they're third or fourth, or they were before tonight, in the division. We know how tough that division is, stating the obvious. And they play some great football. They'll have the crowd behind them, and you know, we know what we're like up there. You know, pretty appalling actually. So it's all set up for a cup upset, isn't it? However, I think you can see the difference at the moment, with no disrespect to Hayes and Yedding. You know, we were disappointed we didn't do the job in the first game, and we won the second game. And you're seeing the difference in the level, and I'm saying, I mean, the difference of financial in this division is incredible, and the levels. And you know, we can go there and be positive, but we will have to play very, very well to stay in that. They're unbeaten at home. There you go. They're a very strong side. Obviously, we know a lot about them. They'll know a lot about us. And we need to start scoring goals, you know. But we beat Hayes from the same division last week, so we can go there and be positive. But we've got to stop feeling sorry for ourselves, you know, as players, because management are working their backsides off, giving all the information, preparing everything right. But at the end of the day, we can't stick the ball in the back of the net. We haven't got the hunger on the pitch to be there first for the second ball on a set piece. And obviously, you know, the mistakes are catching up with us, but really hard to take tonight. But an FA Cup, obviously we're excited. It's a really tough draw. Everything's set up for an upset, and I need to see us stand up, be counted and going, we are staying in that competition. You know, if it takes a replay, then it takes a replay. But we have got to try and stay out. And if we're not our best, we'll get beat. And a number of lads keep saying the same thing. You know, I said, Dom, you and I have the same bloody conversations. You know, they do have to step up. Because if they're not good enough, we are working really hard to bring two or three more in. There's no doubt about it. Because you can't get away from the fact we're defending very well generally. Midfield is a work in progress, but I said the young lads are doing very well. But we've got to score goals. We've got to score goals to be in this division, and at the moment that clearly isn't happening. So, you know, we shall keep working. Looking forward to the FA Cup. Some again, it's a good one to step away from this league, because I think we've got Worthing away next, who I believe up to tonight were unbeaten. So away. So it doesn't get any easier. But we just somehow got to find that little moment where we can get ourselves going, because as you can see, we're very close, but we need to start winning.
And September's come to an end now. How do you look back on the month? Was it quite similar to August?
Rubbish. We're not winning games. It's not good enough. You know, I'm sick of people saying I'm unlucky. You know, close. Sick of it. Not good enough. Working so hard. I mean, as I said, there's been games, seasons before, you're losing 3s, 4s, 7s. We're clearly much closer than that, but it's so frustrating. You know, when, you know, Chelmsford unbeaten, we had 1 defeat in 11, and that was to heaven. So, you know, we should have got something out of the game. We deserve something out of the game, but we're not getting it. We're not getting that luck at the moment. And even when we did get a bit of luck with the penalty, we didn't take it. So you know, and I'm not here to criticise Hish because he's absolutely putting the most phenomenal shifts in. You know, he's absolutely beat up. So, you know, we need to turn it. We need to turn it. We need to be winners. We need to be horrible, ugly winners. And at the moment, that's not quite there. But on to the next one. They're coming thick and fast. Games galore. And we need to somehow get over them. We've got a very difficult set of games coming up, starting with Swindon. You know, as soon as the draw came in, I was texting Lee and going, "Oh Christ, with my record down there." But let's not hide from it. We've got to go there, and we've got to do what we did at Hayes. You know, we've got to believe in ourselves, know that we're good enough players, which we are. No excuses. We've got to go there and get a result. Because I tell you, if we don't play well, we will be out.
Thanks, Spencer, and best of luck for Saturday.
Thanks, Tom.